Hello everyone, this is Andy here again. Just come for a ride out on my bike really. Something I've not done for about 2.5 years. So I'm well out of shape. Although I'm not fat, I'm quite slim. The benefits of having a Chinese wife who cooks for you. We do eat good food and we eat healthily, but I'm not fit. So it's quite nice, especially today. It's a lovely day. You can see over there, that's the old Chatterley Whitfield mine, disused mine, which is a shame. All the mines have gone now, coal mines in this area. But yeah, I just wanted to chat about my first ever trip to China, which is back in 2005 now, 14 years ago. But yeah, my first ever trip, it was a business trip, and I was working for this guy who used to be a supplier for the previous company that I worked at. He made printed circuit boards and electronics, so I knew him quite well. I'd worked with him closely on a few projects. We got on really well, and he offered me a job one day, so I thought, right, go for it. It was a small company, it was only 3 people, so it was great, really good. I was working away one day and he said, I want you to go to China. Now he'd been to China many times because he bought all his parts from there, so he had a lot of contacts in China and Taiwan. So he said, I want you to go and visit this factory in China to look at some magnets and aluminium castings for this new product we were working on. So I thought, okay, yeah, sounds good. Quite an adventure, At the time, just before that, I was going through a divorce, so I had quite a bad time of it, really, personally. So, it sounded like a good bit of adventure. So yeah, I went there. I had to sort out a visa, which I'd never done before. It was all new for me. I'd been on, I think I've flown to Orlando. That was the furthest I've ever travelled with the kids. Couple of years before, but I've never flown to the Far East. So yeah, I flew from Heathrow to Hong Kong direct, which was about 10 hours, I think. So it's a fair way, it's a long way. And I was a bit nervous, and I didn't know anything about China, didn't know anything about Hong Kong or that part of the world. Never imagined that I'd ever go there. So yeah, I landed there, got to my hotel, really nice hotel, 5-star, yeah, really nice. And I had a message on the hotel phone. A message left for me on the phone. It was the big boss who I was supposed to meet there, in charge of this factory, invite me to dinner. Which, yeah, sounds good, but after you've just got off a 10-hour flight, you're absolutely knackered. But yeah, I went to dinner with him, and luckily it was downstairs, because downstairs was a big shopping centre, restaurants and everything else. Him, his wife and his son, I think, had dinner with them. Just hang on a sec. He spoke English, but not perfect English, but we can understand each other. But the next day, I was picked up in the reception of this hotel by this young woman, saleswoman, who spoke pretty good English. And she was pretty nice looking as well, I have to say, quite attractive. So yeah, she the first thing she did for me, I remember, it's quite hot in Hong Kong, it's quite warm and humid. We got outside the hotel on the street, and she said, right, just wait here. She ran across the street, got 2 bottles of water, which I thought was good. And then we took the ferry to the mainland, China mainland, a place called Shunda in Guangdong province, South China. So we, just turn this round. Yeah, we took the ferry. It was about 2 hours on the ferry. And it bit of a difference between Hong Kong and the mainland, I have to say. The mainland did seem, my first impressions, it just seemed it seemed quite a bit poorer than Hong Kong. I mean, Hong Kong is quite an expensive place to live anyway. But yeah, it was a stark difference, I remember that. But, you know, I liked it. I just like it. I just always liked it from that first trip, really. So we went to the factory. Not really much to tell you there, except I found out that all the workers sleep at lunchtime. So, and it was about lunchtime when we got there. So there wasn't many people about. So yeah, we did the trip, and then got back to my hotel, and I had a bit of time to kill. So I got the ferry again because I knew how to do it now. But this time I went across to Hong Kong Island, which is the famous Hong Kong skyline with all the skyscrapers. And I got a cable car up to the peak. It's called the Peak, quite a high place. And from there you can see all the harbour and Hong Kong. It's amazing. Saw a McDonald's, so I had my lunch there because I was on my own, couldn't speak the language, so I was a bit nervous about going into a restaurant. So I just had a McDonald's. Anyway, I came back from that trip with good impressions of China, and in particular Chinese women. I thought these women are quite nice, mostly slim. Most Chinese people are slim. So yeah, that first trip really got me to thinking maybe a Chinese woman or a Chinese girlfriend for the future, and that was the start of my adventures, really. So I'll tell you more in the next one. Cheers.